built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team from the ACC, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And just about set to get this season underway. All the planning and practice, and we're about to get busy right now. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Going deep, and the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have... And the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Lobos with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the back. And the Lobos have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll try the run. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Off play action. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the option. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Picked off. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play. We
will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got...
The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Lobos! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Northwestern.
Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
First down for the offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets it out fast. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Makes the grab. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. He's taking the shot. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, New Mexico! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. When you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The hand to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Near the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. And the Lobos are on the move. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Right back to the well. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Lobos! And that one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
At the 34-yard line. 2nd down.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On second down, wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Throws to the back. And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. On the move is the 30. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, New Mexico! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callow. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Extending the play. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried double.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
At the 35, he's open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At the 50. Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on second down.
325.
He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. He's got his man across the middle, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth down, gotta have it here. The completion well past the sticks. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You've just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
They'll throw it on first down. He fires to the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Offense set on first down.
Let's go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll leave it with him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.